This game is rated E10 for ages 10 and up. For more information, please go to esrb.org. Hello everyone, Kirbyvolt here, but you can call me KV, and welcome back to the Tears of the Kingdom logs. Got some things to show, because I did some things between this log and the last one. I believe it's mainly to do with Terrytown, because we went to Terrytown last time, and then I was just like, I'll just do some side quests here, and then I wasn't realizing, oh no, there's some wholesome stuff here that I should probably be showing off. Like this! So, Bolson right here, or, this is Bolson? Hudson. This is Hudson. Hudson and Rodson, they had a kid. Their kid is very cute. But, because his wife is of the Gerudo child needs to go back to the Gerudo town where she will live now until she is properly trained in the way of finding a husband, I guess. So, basically, that's going to be her education. And because Gerudo doesn't allow men to be there, her dad can't come with, and Hudson's very sad about this. But he was able to give her one last great gift before she departed, and that was the hot air balloon. And so she leaves on a happy note, and Hudson is proud to be a father. Also, I think she's like 4 or 5? Which, I mean, that makes sense. Like, that's probably when you'd start education, especially with their particular culture. But that gives us kind of an estimate of how much time has passed since the previous game. Yeah, can't go there, sorry. Now, her mom can go visit her because they're allowed, but men are not allowed in Gerudo Town, so sucks. Anyways, I'm back at the Lucky Clover Gazette, because now I'm finally like, okay, I was busy doing things, now we're going to actually try to figure out what's going on here in Rito region. Probably. I am pausing, hopefully because I wasn't thinking about something, and hopefully give me some more time to debrief on what we're doing for this log. It is probably because something happened and I had to just let the controller down for a moment. I do like the Lucky Clover Gazette music. It's a nice kind of... it's a different arrangement of the stable music from the previous game, but it fits the nature of the Lucky Clover Gazettes. It's just cool as a newspaper in general. How am I... okay. I recognize that my initial plan of releasing these hasn't really gone to fruition exactly. I know that's going to date the video by saying that, but I was initially hoping I could just get one out every single day until we were done. And with my schedule and everything, that's just not feasible. So a lot of the reasons for why we have these long, awkward pauses in here in the first place is because I was thinking, oh, well, we could A, edit them out, or B, not edit them out because there's going to be so much I'm uploading at once. And to be fair, it still is a lot that I'm uploading. But I guess I probably could have doing some... I've done some smidge editing here and there, but it's a lot to go through all of these, so I do apologize for that. And I'm hoping that once I'm able to free up my schedule a little bit to get some more recording in, the problem is that these are so long, it's actually extremely taxing on my voice. So, why are we doing that? Oh, I think it's because... I think this person said, hey, put this on the fire, it'll create a gust. Like that! There we go. Okay, bye. We also have, I believe we have a different sail fabric on now for our paraglider. Couldn't see it from that angle. I think it's the Terrytown glider. So most areas will actually have their own different gliders that you can equip by going to the dye, Kochi dye shop. Yeah, the Kochi guy. Oh, okay. So I know that this is technically sad because there's snow everywhere, but the music here, the visuals, This looks so homely to me, and I'd love to be here if they had, houses that actually had walls and stuff. Because I think that's the major problem, is that the Rito, their houses are very open because, they can fly, so why not just fly out a window? Because they're birds. So, in this particular instance, this is bad. But, just, oh my gosh, the visuals that this gives me right now is just, I love it. And I love this iteration of the Rito Village theme. I know it's, again, supposed to be dire, but it does have this sense of just kind of, like, really calmness to it. This, like, nice... the best way I can describe it, and this may be hard for some people because I know not everyone has lived in a winter area, but I've lived in an area that has prominent winter when the winter season comes. But it's like a memory of when you're a kid from coming in from outside where it was super snowy, and then you have a cup of hot cocoa, and it's just, it's that kind of feeling. That's the kind of feeling that this music emits to me, even though I know the Rito probably don't like this. Then again, they live close to a mountain that does typically have snow on it, so the fact that the snow came here is, not unexpected, but I guess not wanted either. Alright. So, I wanted them to sing because, if I'm not mistaken, these are the kids of Cass, who is a very important character in the previous game. But as far as I know, you can't find Cass in the game. So, I'm just not going to worry about it. Now, they are singing, like, a specific song that's, like, actually really important, but I was kind of ignoring it because I was like, where's Cass? Where's your dad? I guess you're telling me an important thing, so... the Heberins, they haven't... So, there's apparently an arc somewhere in the Heber region. But I'm just like, okay. Where's Cass? The Stormwind Arc. See, I'm pretty sure these are the kids of Cass, because they mentioned Papa, and there aren't a lot. Sorry, I'm smelling some food that's cooking, or it's my dog's breath from their food that they ate a little while ago. No, it's food. It's definitely food cooking. Sorry, I was just like, where's that smell coming from? But yes, I do think these are Cass's kids, and because of that, there aren't a lot of... I don't think there's a lot of male Ritos that live in... Male adult Ritos that live in Rito Village, but also, most of the adults are gone anyway, because they're out trying to figure out how to weather the storm, due to all the shenaniganry. Now, you need fish? I have fish, maybe. Oh, okay. So I might have some. I don't know if I do, actually. I probably do. It's not a hard fish to come by. Yeah, I have one. There you go. And now we get this, which is helpful because we'll need that cold protection. Because we don't have a lot of money. I would like money to get the clothes that can give me the cold protection, but until then, we'll have to make do of temporary stuff via the whole cooking. Well, that was an easy quest to complete. Did you see there's this green light just like right side out your shop? It's just right there. What is this place? Oh, right, it's a store. I knew that. There are things to buy. I am still in the bad mindset of thinking this is like a traditional shop in most games where you just talk to the person who is selling stuff. You don't go up to the the items in most cases to buy them, you just talk to the person. And I am forgetting this again, where I need to go up to the items. Also, can I take pictures of them? I can take pictures of the arrow. Again, the inconsistencies of what you can and cannot put into your compendium. I guess I'll buy 3. Yeah, oh, it's times 5, so 60 rupees for 15 arrows. Okay, I can math! Not very well, but I can math. I don't have any of these, so might as well just pick them up. I have high doubts I can buy anything at the actual clothing shop, if it's even available right now, so might as well just buy those. Well, there's clothing. We've got you covered. I get it. Covered, like, you're covered in the clothes. Yeah. Gitaki Shrine. So, again, this is kind of the weird thing about some of the design in this game, is that there is a prime location for a shrine to be in Rito Village. That's where it was in the previous game. And this is also where a Korok is. Hello. Hello, Yahaha. You did it. Good job. Have a rock. But they didn't want to reuse any of the shrine locations that were in the previous game, for the most part, from what I can tell. So they instead were just like, well, there's not really any prime real estate in Rito Village that isn't that one platform we had, so they just went, it goes down here now. It's kind of in a weird spot, if you want to be honest. It's fine because you can use Ascend to get out of there pretty easily, thanks to that little cubby hole with the Korok in it. But still, doesn't feel like it's like involved in the village like the previous shrine did in the other game. Which, I don't know. Just a weird observation. I don't think that means much elsewise. Yeah, I don't know why I'm selling the peppers. Those are going to be becoming the most handy, but I do have a lot of them, so. Do I have anything that I can part ways with that I don't care about? I don't think I do at this point. I guess the frogs. They're still kind of hard to come by. Yeah, that's what I figured. They're still kind of hard to come by, so. Yeah, and I don't know what these can do particularly yet, so I'm still selling those. And choo-choo jelly, you can accumulate a ton, but it's not worth a lot. So it's kind of pointless to sell that. Okay, I just had an epiphany right now. It is not related to anything that's going on in this log. It's related to, like, near the end of the game, which was a long time from now. But I am now kicking myself over the realization of something I could have done. Then again, it wouldn't have mattered at that point based on something else. So, but goblin things, those are worth quite a bit. Might as well sell those. I don't think they're used for much either. So, should be fine. Now, let's see. Do I have enough to buy anything here? 500 should net me at least one part of the clothing. Yeah, I know. I sold you some mores. Alright. 500 for the tunic. 1,000 for the pants. Goodness. Okay, and 600. Okay, the tunic it is. Well, actually, it's something. We'll lose in defense, but at least we have some cold resistance. I do like that they didn't, even though it's snowing everywhere, they... Oh, wait. No, I definitely... Oh, right. I'm wearing the boots. Never mind. I'm dumb. I was like, I like that you don't freeze here even though it's snowing, and I was like, wait a minute. I can read the thermometer thingy. I have something on that's making me still warm. It's the boots that have very crappy defense, which is why I kind of want those pants, because it would have been better defense, and I could have kept the champion's leathers on, but oh well. I think the rationale for going to get the tunic was so that when we eventually have to get up the mountain, because we're going to obviously have to climb the mountain at some point based on all this, I'll have two things that can do the warmth, so I don't have to worry about food. It'll come at the cost of, like, no defense, but hey, whatever keeps me placated for the time being, I suppose. Is placated the right word? Like, what about it? I think I have an ice fruit. Would you like one? Yeah, my pouch of infinite holding, where it's just like when someone talks to Link, and they say, "Hey, I really need this," and then the pouch immediately is just like wafts the certain scent or feeling towards the person. Oh, I see you have that, and I'm just like, how did that happen? Especially because while they're organized, the ice fruit's probably next to the fire fruits, so I don't know how neither of them is destroying each other in the process. Oh, free 10 arrows. Okay, I appreciate that, though. Okay. I thought your dad was Cass, but I'm guessing your dad is not Cass. It's probably another Rito warrior. It's definitely not this guy who we're going to talk to right now. Never mind. We'll talk to him later. Rivali's Landing. Yep. We made this little port area for people to land, specifically bird people. In fact, only bird people, unless you can somehow fly. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. The old chief used to... Is the old chief dead? Where's the old chief? Tell me, not Rivali. Tell me.
That's not fair at all. You know I can handle it.
Well, you're definitely not Rivali.
Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone. If we don't do anything, the village... Is that you?
I love his theme.
It is you! Link!
Tulin! So Tulin, again, the passage of time thing. Tulin's probably the most, like, unrecognizable character from the previous game because he didn't do much. He was the son of Teba, right here. And Teba was basically... He's the new Rito Elder now, I guess, so I don't know what happened to the old one. And that's his wife, Saki. But Tulin was the son of Teba. Teba was trying to master Rivali's technique because he was a divine disciple of him, even though Rivali had passed away. And he eventually, once he had helped us take care of the problem here in the previous game, he went to go train with his son. And his son was still a little babby. You know, the son was, Tulin was probably, I don't know, I want to say like 5, maybe 4. And so if we're going with the passage of time based on of Hudson's daughter, Tulin's probably around like 10 or 11 now. Which I know doesn't quite equate because that's 6 years, not 5 years, but whatever. Maybe he was older in the previous game, but his design has completely changed. So if you were to go, I don't remember this character from Breath of the Wild, that would be why. Because it's a completely new character design, because he has grown up. So what's going on right now is that with this blizzard is basically a massive phenomena. This has not happened in Rito Village for who knows how long. There's this giant cloud thing at the top that's more than likely producing the snow. And there's this legend going around of like, hey, this seems like this story that happened a long time ago about this arc. And most of the adults, because, you know, they're adults, are like, hey, that's a fairy tale. That's probably not it. But Tulin is still a kid, so he's like, hey. And I'm like, hey, you know there's a lot of crap going on besides just this? I feel bad for you, but also the princess is missing, the castle, like, I don't know what happened to the castle really, it's just floating now, I guess. And there's other problems going other places too. That said, I'm not going to ban you guys in your time of need either. Teba is now taking on the role of the village chief, so he's not going out there as much on his own because it's important that he looks after his people. So if he goes off on his own and be stubborn about it, that could help, but then the people will be without a leader. Not that they necessarily need him or anything. Not that I'm saying that like that's a bad thing, but it's more so that loss of morale, that kind of thing. So we have Tulin's profile and Teba's profile. Saki, being the ever-devoted wife who has put up with a crap ton of stuff from this game to the previous game, doesn't get her own profile. I'm actually kind of sad about that, because, man, she's put up with lots. Her husband being a stubborn butts in the last game, and now her son being like, hey, we should do this, and then her husband still being stubborn, saying like, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. Justice for Saki. Saki does a lot. The game may never really show that, but I, like, just knowing the other people she has in her life via family proximity, she deals with lots. So where are we off to now? We're gonna go find Tulin. Because, yeah. He may be brave, but bravery can only get you so far, as has clearly been shown by how many times I have died so far in this game. What is the most interesting part, and I can't confirm this for certain, is that Teba actually had the same voice actor as Rivali in Breath of the Wild, Sean Shiplock. For what I recall, I don't believe Teba has any spoken lines of dialogue in this game. Which is interesting, because then what they could have just done is just use the Japanese grunts. But at least in that cutscene we just saw, the grunt that he gave sounded like it came from Sean Shiplock. That's probably incorrect, but it sounded like it, so I'm gonna hope that maybe he did get to do one grunt for this game, or it's a reused, recycled grunts. In which case, you know, pay your voice actors, please. Thank you. But again, that's never a bit. That is always a genuine, hey, please do this. Speaking of voice actors, for those of you who have been around my channel for a while now, you should recognize the voice actor of Tulin. Tulin is voiced by none other than Cristina V. Venezuela, or Cristina V for shorts, who we all know from this channel mostly as the voice of Shantae from the Shantae series. So hey, she's in a major Nintendo game playing a major character. That's awesome. And the fact that there's a Nintendo game with actual voice acting is still mind-boggling. I mean, a Nintendo game that has voice acting that isn't Fire Emblem. Has she been in Fire Emblem already? I feel like she has. Shoot. Well, while we're helping Addison, let me find out. I feel like she has been, but I don't know for sure. Because Fire Emblem was the big one that's had voice acting since 2013. And I mean, some of the Mario games have voice actings of Charles Martinet, but you know what I mean when I'm saying voice acting. I mean like a big script voice acting with multiple scenes and multiple takes and multiple like different things that need to happen. Not just Charles Martinet is a freaking amazing dude, and I'm kind of sad. I'm still sad that he wasn't the voice of Mario in the Mario movie, but compared to what other VAs do for some of these other works, I think Charles Martinet doesn't do as much, but he's still an amazing, incredible talent. Gonna miss him as the voice of Mario and Wario and all those characters. I think his best work is actually WarioWare Gold, where he had the most lines, and it just seemed like he was having the most fun. Anyways. Oh, yeah. I'm dumb. Cristina V's been in... Well, not any, like, major release Fire Emblem games. She has been she's been a few characters in Fire Emblem Heroes. technically still counts. So, okay. So she has been in the game before. Look, Fire, like, the Nintendo hierarchy is, for voice acting is, have you voiced a character in Fire Emblem? If yes, you may be inclined to future roles for other Nintendo projects. Then again, she was the voice director for Advance Wars Reboot Camp and played Nell in that game. But that was also done by Way Forward. So that one's a bit hard to judge if that was hey, Nintendo was like, hey, we'll put you on this game too, or if that was a Way Forward thing of just, hey, we know these VAs, we'll pay them well. Please pay your voice actors well. Okay, so Tulin's probably around here. We don't know. We try to find him. The guy is like, I don't know where he is right now. So we're gonna try to find him. But for right now, they need to stay warm. In order to stay warm, they need some good stuff like some flint and some lumber and a box, I suppose, back there. And it's all gonna be mine now. So thank you for your time. Your people are suffering and they need more supplies? No, I need them. Look, there's an easy way around this. You could have pulled Kakariko Village and just gone, hey, don't take those. And I wouldn't have taken them, but you left them all out here like suckers, so I'm taking them. Oh, the ingredients I just stole? Yeah. Okay. So what? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm welcome to them. Okay, cool. I took all of them, and I'll take them all again. Alright, so this is Hearth. And we're trying to look for Tulin. Yeah, but we're also trying to look for Princess Zelda, but that's the main goal. The current goal is where'd Tulin go? Sky monsters, you say? Well, no, that's alright. Ooh, maybe he could help. Don't, okay. Oh. Ah, okay. Getting the Rivali ego at a young age is probably not a good idea. Rivali's biggest character flaw was his ego, and that's probably not something you want to replicate. Alright. Going to look for Tulin after we do some cooking. I find it hilarious that I'm like, oh man, Rivali. Yeah, you don't want to be like Rivali. Rivali's my favorite of the champions. Me. I hate jerk characters. I don't like them in video games. Also me. I like Rivali. I think the reasoning for that is that some of the journal entries you could read of... Don't cook the bomb again. You've already done that. It doesn't do anything. It just gives you crap. Okay, thank you. The DLC in Breath of the Wild, there is some journals that Rivali writes, and you read some of them and from his perspective before he learned his major technique that put everyone to shame, essentially. And he was actually extremely insecure about himself. So I understand him a bit better in that light because I kind of go, oh, okay, I see where the ego's coming from now. You're not a dick. You've just... Okay, well, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I put food in here. What was the problem? I can't make, like, a cookie out of wheat? Is that wheat or is that... Oh, is that rice or is that wheat? I thought it was wheat. Dang. So yeah, Rivali's not a huge jerk. Overall, when you understand his thing. He comes off as one, and definitely if people hate him, good. He's not a good role model, I would say. But at the very least, I can understand him because of all of what I just explained. So I'm like, oh, you know what, kind of do like him. And his ability was the most useful. And he had the most personality of the champions, probably. which is a mean thing to say because they all had personalities, but you'll remember the ones that stick out the most, I suppose. I feel bad for Daruk. Daruk is cool, but he's just kind of like almost every other major Goron character that you meet in a Zelda game. What do you think about it? So what is he? He's a big, strong, tough dude who is super happy and jolly. And that's kind of most of the Gorons you meet in Zelda games. At least the ones that matter. So, Darunia. Okay, so here's some more things about this fabled arc, this Arc of Legends, and how basically this led the Rito people to fly. It's a really cool thing that I think has been expanded on more through fan speculation, and I should probably check that out sometime, because the whole thing with the Rito are super cool that they've been included in these more modern Zelda games, because they really only existed in Wind Waker until these games came out. And spoilers for Wind Waker. Okay, you good? I'm gonna say them now. In Wind Waker, the origin of the Rito is that they're actually descendants of the Zora, because there was no more water that the Zora could actually swim in, which is hilarious in Wind Waker because there's so much water around, but basically, I guess they were freshwater Zoras and they can't survive seawater, or the magical seawater that is Wind Waker. So they developed the ability to fly. So the fact that we have Rito and Zora coexisting in this particular iteration of Hyrule kind of throws that into the wind. So I think this fable serves as a different alternative origin for the Rito as to why they can fly and all that stuff. Rito are also the... I don't know how to say this. It's not youngest, but they are the race that... They have the highest mortality rate due to aging. I think that makes sense. We know that some Hylians can live to be over 100 years old. In fact, some Hylians can live to be 150. That's how old Robbie is. He might be less than 150, but regardless. We know that the Zoras, we haven't met them yet, but the Zoras can live a very long time. The Gorons, they're probably like next in the chain with the Rito. And the Gerudo, they can live about the same lifespan as Hylians, I would say. So most Rito not being able to live over a century means that they're the quickest species to die from old age. So a lot of the traditions that are passed down through the different races in Hyrule, those can still be orally transmitted because the people who were there to experience it are still alive. But for the Rito, that's not the case because most of them have passed on. So a lot of them that's more written tradition in fables like this because that's how they have their information. Whereas the other races could easily just go talk to a primary source that was actually there at the events. Granted, this fable they're talking about was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, so there's probably no one in any of those races that's still alive. But hey, you never know. Now, I know my job was to go find Tulin, but there's a tower, and I kind of want to go to the tower because that gives us more of the map, and I like getting more of the map. And the towers are fun, and I don't think we've seen one on a log proper for a while. So let's go to Rospro past Skyview Tower. Very easy way to get in. It's burn the things. I don't think this should be a problem because it's snowing, not raining. So let's just get our fire fruit wherever it is. It's right next to the ice fruit. So yeah, remember when I was talking about earlier about how the bag of holding that has all the stuff on it? The fire fruit and the ice fruit are next to each other. How are they not destroying each other? Who knows? The Minish in the bag of holding. I don't even play D&D. I've played D&D, like I've tried to play D&D a few times, but I just never can get into it. I think for me there's just too much calculations involved, and I don't like that. Ow. Why? Go activate the tower, you nincompoop. What? Oh. Just want to destroy all these? Cause destruction because you can? Alright. Sure, why not? Oh. Oh, you want to see the fire can get snake all the way around. Okay. Well, it did. Ta-da! Except for that one spot. That one spot stays there. No. It burns. Right, I have this magic staff that does nothing until I put something on it. So, have a topaz. Now I can make shockwaves. That's actually pretty good. It makes 3 of them. Problem is, it does wear down the durability of the weapon pretty fast, from what I recall. Even though it's built for that, which is the silly part. Tower, 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 tower. Okay, so, oh, right. I haven't done that shrine yet. Let me go do that shrine first, I guess. I was like, oh man, Tulin's here. That's so cool. Let's go after him. Oh man, this is here too. Oh man, a tower. Oh, right. Yeah, there was a shrine that I just put. I just went, hey, it's a shrine. And then I left it. Well, let's do the thingy. Doing the shrine. I hope this format's been okay. I'm not sure how well it's been received, and I know we're going to be here for a while still, but I hope you've been enjoying it. I know it's a bit different, but I'm liking this approach. Right? Ooh, I remember this one being either very fun or very frustrating. Which I think can go for all shrines, but, you know. Yeah, if I didn't have the paraglider here, then I'd also be, you know, bad thing. I think this one was actually kind of fun. It's all about diving and, like, all the aerial mechanics that you can use in the game. I thought there was a bug on my screen. That was just the graphical thing of yeah, on the left side. I thought there was a bug right there. I was like, whoa, what is that? Is that crawling? And no, it was the wall of the shrine. Now, I didn't get this. And what I'm supposed to do here, so I just went, oh, I guess I should just fall on it gently. And that's what I did. And hey, I even have the flight shirt on. Perfect. So we'll just land nice and gently. Alright. And then we'll just leave. There we go. Yeah, the goal was to break through the ice. Now the new goal is something I think I messed up on pretty quickly. Let's find out. Okay, well, I landed. I got damaged, but I landed. So this is a really cool idea for the shrine, basically. Again, like, because I have the glide shirt, like, you really get the feeling of how cool a skydiving mechanic is. It's just so fun. Do I have a crappy bow I can get rid of? I guess this one. Bye. Hello. Aww. Minecart sledge. We've had that for how many logs now? Sadness. Well, it will be missed. Probably. We'll get something better, I'm sure. Won't be that big of a deal. But yeah, because you have the guts that are coming up, you have even more air control than you typically would. Which is a lot of fun. Now, I am not sure what I need to do because the battle music is technically still playing, and I'm like, well, where's the last thing I need to beat up? Just right here? And surprise, surprise, I don't think I'm not sure if I need to beat them up, to be honest. I think I just need to find this area and just get the Orby. The Orby? Yeah, I guess I can call it that now. The Orby. What a great term. The Orby. The Light of Blessing. Hikari no... I should look that word up. I look it up right now, but something's going to happen after we're done with this, so I'm not going to distract myself again from what's actually going on in the log. Hikari no... Blessing. Hikari no ki... Okay, well, you know what? If we're doing that loading screen, I'm gonna look it up really quick. My phone went off. Megumi. Hikari no Megumi. Probably not what that actually says in the Japanese text. That's just me going off of looking up the word from English and going to a Japanese dictionary. Probably something a bit more fancy than that. Hikari no Megumi. Because I can play on my Japanese account, so my quote-unquote Japanese account is just a profile I have in Japanese. I don't actually have a Japanese account, because, man, I wish that they just let you buy stuff off the eShop from no matter the region. I don't care if you can't read it, like, you just put a disclaimer, like, hey, this is in a language that isn't your native language, just be warned, and then you can just do that there. It's kind of annoying to have to go and get a actual different account to download different region games. It's still better than what we've had in the past, which was nothing because of region locking, which was stupid, but still annoying, regardless. And now we have this part of the map unlocked. Whee! Also, there's a shrine over there. I'm going to ignore it. I think that might have been the one at Rito Village. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. I can't tell if that was my usual capture card visual glitch thing, or if that was actually a shrine remnant from the top. Oh well. Let's take a rocket ship to space. Ooh, there's a shrine over there. I think that was the shrine I saw earlier. Let's take a rocket ship to space. I heard it's a swinging place. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. My college years. Which, I guess, was not all my college years because it premiered while I was in college, and I don't think it wrapped up until 2015, so... Or I was in college for a very long time. No. No, I wasn't. The amount of money it takes to just get into college just for a basic bachelor's degree, let alone something more than that, is just asinine. And it's one of those things that's just like, man... My degree has served me in the purpose of having a degree. That's it. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I have this particular skill set, but if I'm not using it, then does it matter? Also, does anyone care? Yeah, I'll try to stick away from that topic from now, because I've been a bit too heavy-handed on some of those things, but... Point is, whether you're planning to go to college or in college right now, try to just have fun and try to learn. And if that's not something for you, don't worry about it and don't be pressured into it. There's a lot to explore in the world, and not everything goes through the exact same pipeline that everyone thinks it should be going through. My generation was told that's how the world works, and whew, that was a bad wake-up call. For this shrine, the role of KV will be played by Defense, which is actually my favorite thing, so it's still technically me. Alright, well, that guy's dead. Okay, more than defense. What are we doing here? Flame mirror. Oh. Gotta do this again. Alright, well, goodbye, Traveler's Sword Shields. Ah, more than defense is referring to the fact that you can use your shield to do this! Which we already knew, but now we can do it more! We can put other things on it. We can take this icicle for skating across the floor. Ooh, look at this shield. Let's burn this guy with our shield. No, not our flux core pounder. That thing's important. It's not that important. But it's good. It's one of the good weapons we have right now. Let's burn this down before we... Okay. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. In the breezy. Scored some cheesy. Hey. Free arrows is never not a bad thing. So, I can easily tell what the game wants me to do here. Never mind. I cannot easily tell what the game wants me to do here. At least in the past. I can tell what it wants me to do right now. There we go. I like some of these shields that have some of the bigger items on them, because when they're behind Link's back, they're just like, oh, it's this tiny little thing, and he pulls them out, it's like, ooh, it got bigger. KV, don't you dare. Oh, I'm gonna dare. Link learned this technique from the Minish that live in his house. That's just gonna be the conspiracy theory for the whole log series, the whole let's play. Let's play in quotation marks. The Minish that live in Link's house. Well, do we have another shield we could use potentially? No? Okay, bye. Let's take this crappy rusty shield. We got a rocket club, but it doesn't help much. Take a picture of the rocket? No. Of course it can't. What about this? Apparently not. Alright, anyways. This is fun. 3, 2, 1, blast off! Yay! And yes, I have now confirmed the print we're using on the paraglider is in fact the logo for the Lucky Clover Gazette. It's actually an interesting paraglider. It's like a bunch of newspaper clippings, paper mache together with the Lucky Clover Gazette's insignia on it. I kind of like that design. It's a bit brown, but it is pretty neat. It's just the aesthetic of it, because it is the paper mache collage of different newspaper clippings, I think is really cool. Not cool, though, is that we are nearly out of time for this log, so I will begin my outro right now. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Don't have if you don't want to. It's always appreciated. If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet, I recommend you do. It's a lot of fun, and we're going to see what more fun it has in store as we continue up the mountain. But most importantly, please have a wonderfully great day, and I will see you all on the next one. Until then, ciao. Oh, I guess I could have gone ciao, 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 ciao. I'm probably also going to need another heart container next time or something like that, because we have 4 now. Yay! Also that. Also what they said. I also want you to take that to heart, dear viewer. Have a wonderfully great day, and what they said. Until then, ciao.